Good morning, hello, how are we? We're about to set out on our way to Scarborough. So we're leaving Whitby and going to Scarborough on the Cinder Track. And we've just followed Google directions to this beautiful set of stairs to get our bicycles up. It goes up one ramp, then turns and continues going up. So it looks like a great start to the day. Okay, we found a better entry to the track. Just on the other side of the railway line, there's a ramp. So, woohoo, we're winning already. We've just set out and we've been on the rail trail for about 2 or 3 minutes. And we've just reached the Larpool Viaduct, which is 36.5 meters high. It's got 13 spans and bridges the Esk River Valley. So the Esk River is right at the bottom, but it goes from side to side. The ride up to here is slightly uphill and it's just lovely. We're just in the bush again. It's quiet. All you can hear is bird song. If you look out, you can see the steeples of the churches, and that's about it. Okay, just below us is the river, 36.5 meters down, and as you can see, you can just see the Abbey over there and the church that we went to yesterday.
The next place people usually stop is Robin Hood's Bay. So Whitby to Robin Hood's Bay is a really common adventure that people do if they just want a short outing, and apparently it's really beautiful. So let's have a look. The Cinder Track means it was made using cinders, not rocks.
Well, we've arrived at Robin Hood's Bay, which is exactly 10 kilometers from Whitby. Well, from the start of the trail in Whitby. I've been timing it on my odometer. And is it flat? Well, it's uphill for 5 kilometers, but it's a very gradual uphill, and it's downhill for 5 kilometers, and it's a very gradual downhill. So it's not flat, but it's not very steep either way. And the views are just spectacular, sublime. They're of the coastline, of fields, of cliffs. It's really lovely. It makes it hard to ride because you're fully being torn each way to look at the view. We just left the hamlet of Robin Hood's Bay and we're back on the Cinder Track. It's so beautiful, so beautiful.
At night was born to find mythical, so mystical, think what you like. You could be the sword, the shield, defender of the people down below. You know I fall for love. You know I fall for love. You know I fall for love. Be kind to those around you.
The day has turned a bit cold and I can't wait to get back on the bike, but we're at Ravenscar at the moment. Ravenscar is famous for, it was planned to be a town, but it never eventuated because of some disputes with the will. Near here there's a place called Peak Allen Works, which is a ruin where they used to take human pee from London and refine it into alum to fix the dye in fabric. There's also a World War II radar station down on another track, so you can walk down to this radar station.
Toilets.
And there's a toilet, and there's also a visitor information place where you can get tea and coffee and all that, and there's tea rooms as well. So it's a worthwhile stop. The track coming here is all uphill from Robin Hood Bay.
Robin's Hood
Bay, and also it's quite lumpy in parts. So you can say from Whitby to Robin's Hood Bay, trail's fantastic, and then from Robin's Hood Bay to here, the trail is of dubious quality, but it's great, it's wonderful, and the views are fantastic and everything like that, but it's definitely a bit bouncy.
Go. Sorry. Hi. Hi.
We've reached the hamlet of Scarborough. It's on the outskirts of Scarborough. The rail trail's still continuing. We're going to go to the end of the rail trail, but it's worth noting when we were at Ravenscar, that was the top of the rail trail, and it's basically been all downhill since then. Like, you really haven't had to pedal if you didn't want to. It's been a gradual downhill the entire way, about 10 miles. It's very impressive.
Like a diamond from gold. Maybe you are something I cannot define. Maybe you are the fallen kind. I lead them with violence, the silent side of me. We see where fire starts to breathe.
We're at Scarborough Castle. The end of our day has occurred. The Cinder Track was fantastic, but it's not very picturesque where it ends. It ends at Sainsbury at the back of Scarborough, where we had lunch, which was great. The railway track that it took its place of was built in 1872 and was a successful line up until 1965 when it was bought by the government. And I would really encourage people to go and ride it, because I think, and we've been talking about this, that it's the most picturesque line that we've been on, or rail trail that we've been on since we started riding. And it's easy, it's not a hard ride at all.
If you're looking for a Cinder Track map or the Cinder Track leaflet, I'll provide a link in the description. If you're into something a little bit different, there is a Cinder Track coastal walk, so you can walk this, not just ride it. And there's also the Cinder Track or Cinder Trail parkrun on a Saturday, if you'd like a little taste.
So now we're going to explore Scarborough.
Feel it in waves, you follow me, drifting to places I should leave, so close to the edge of something so perfect. We were too scared to take the leap.
We'll be in Manchester from the 14th to the 18th of August, and we'd really appreciate some help getting 2 bike boxes to the Manchester airport. There's a rail strike. Please get in touch, send us a message.